All right, so we're gonna get ourselves warmed up. If you do have a exercise ball at home, grab it. If you don't, we can sub in like a chair or a sofa instead. And if you have a mini band at home, grab one of those. If not, again, we'll find some workarounds. All right, we're gonna start with some squats. I'm gonna bring my hands behind my head because we're gonna do a squat with a knee to elbow, squat, other knee to elbow, okay? So alternating, easing into it this morning. It's our first move. So don't feel like you gotta go super fast at the moment. Just give that squat, hinging at the hips, pushing the hips back, sitting in that imaginary chair, and then standing tall, bringing your knee towards the opposite elbow. Couple more here. Good. We're going to do one more set each side, starting right here, and then do the other side. All right, find some space. We're going to do just a shuffle, shuffle, reach. Shuffle, shuffle, reach, okay? Reach, reach. You decide how far you're shuffling. Just trying to get those feet moving. Starting to get that heart rate going up. Good. Couple more, side to side. Bring it down and back. All right, ham curls right here. Heel comes towards glute. Bring my hands forward, pulling them towards my hips. Good, getting those legs warmed up. Stretching them out a bit too. All right, we're gonna do a couple more. Do one more set, and then we're gonna do some jumping jacks, okay? So feet out and in. You can also do a split jack. If you're not feeling the full jack yet this morning. Good. Give me 2 and 1. Very good. I'm going to do a standing cat-cow. Hands are going to come to the thighs, okay? Slight bend in those knees. Round up, round down, round up, and the other way. Warming up the back. Good. Couple more. Give me 2 more. All right. All the way up to the top. Squat, knee to elbow. So squat, knee to elbow, squat, knee to elbow. You got it. Do one more set of these. Finish the other side. Shuffle with a reach. Shuffle, shuffle, reach. Shuffle, shuffle, reach. Back and forth. One more down and back. Ham curls right here. Glute. Heels coming up towards that glute. We'll do a couple jacks right here. Okay? Feet out and in, arms up overhead, then back to the sides. You can also do that split jack. Give me 2 and 1, and then we'll do that back. Hands on the thighs. Round it up and down. Very good. Up and down. Keep it going. One way and then the other. Do one more for me and roll up to the top. March, jog, whatever. Keep those feet moving right here. So, in case you missed it, if you have an exercise ball, stability ball at home, we're going to be using that for some of our exercises. If you do not happen to have one, that's fine. We can sub in like a chair or a sofa. And if you happen to have a mini band at home, one of those small loop bands, grab that. If you don't worry about it. If you're short on one of those pieces of equipment, you may want to have a dumbbell or two handy, because then we'll give some substitutions here and there, okay? So, for example, our first exercise, we're going to be using the ball, and we are going to be doing a reverse lunge with a chop. So we're going to be holding the ball in our hands, and the chop, we're going to bring that ball up, and it's going to come towards the hip, up, and then we'll do the other side with a lunge towards the hip. So all together it looks like this. I'm going to turn to the side. So I'm going to do that big reverse lunge, bring it towards my hip, stand it up, bring it towards my hip, stand it up, okay? So one side, and then the other. This is one you could sub a dumbbell in for. Like you could take one up towards the hip, up towards the other hip, okay? All right. Grab that ball, grab that dumbbell, whatever piece of equipment you're using. You could also just go body weight and do some reverse lunges. So we will do 10 each side. I'm going to bring my ball up, big reverse lunge, chop towards my hip, back up, reverse lunge, chop towards my hip. Keep it going. Nice and controlled. Stand tall in between. You decide how low you're lunging. We're halfway there, guys. Two more sets. One more set. Awesome. All right. So this next move, we're going to use the ball again. We're going to be laying down on our stomach. If you don't have a ball, this is one where if you have a chair or a sofa, if you're using a chair and it's not padded, you may want to put a mat over it. But you'll try and position yourself on the belly on one of those two. So I'm going to come here. I'm going to come and bring my fingertips so they're rested over the edge of the ball on the floor. They're rested on the floor, giving me a tiny bit of stability. We're going to do a leg lift, one side, leg lift, the other. Nice and controlled and slow, okay? Try and keep the balance with the rest of the body. All right, so position yourself on whatever it is you're using, chair, sofa, etc., as best you can. Activate that core, find the balance. I'm gonna lift one leg and then the other. Keep it going. So we'll do 10 each leg. Good. Lift and lower, nice and slow. We're slowing it down, we're controlling it, really feeling the movement. You're halfway through. Keep it going. 3, 2, 1. Finish that other leg. Nice. Whew. All right. So we are going to be grabbing the band for this next one. Let me show you the exercise. We're going to be doing a lat pull down. So I'm actually going to hold the band in one hand, and I'm going to pull down towards my side right here like this, okay? Pulling here. This is something you could sub if you don't have one of these, but you do have a pull-up bar at home and you want to do something more intense. You could try some pull-ups. If you have a weight, you really need to think about squeezing and pulling down. You're welcome to do that as well, or you're welcome to use a band. You also can do it with nothing and just think of that muscle having resistance, okay? All right, so I'm going to bring my band up high. I'm going to pull down towards my side for 10, okay? We'll We'll do the other side. Really anchoring with that other arm. Keep it going. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then we have to do the other side. So this arm comes up, and again, think about our lats kind of come underneath the armpit and up. So think about activating that muscle there, okay? All right, here we go. Pull, pull. Keep it going. Halfway. 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. All right, another one with the band. I'm going to take this down around my ankles. And again, if you don't have a band, just kind of imagine that you have that resistance there. So it's around my ankles. And we are going to do a diagonal step out. So I'm going to go diagonal, step it back like I'm doing step touch, diagonal, step it back, okay? So one corner, then the other, going forward, forward, center, forward at the diagonal, okay? All right, here we go. Step, 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 step. Out, together, back, together, forward, together, back, together. Keep it going. You can slow it down as needed. Halfway. Keep it going. 2 and 1. Finish the set. All right, if you had a band, you're probably feeling that burn. We're going to take it off for a minute. So, next two moves, you're going to use a ball or your substitute item. So the first one is going to be a hip thrust, okay? So let me show you what it looks like and then just give you some modifications. I'm going to come out, I'm going to roll the ball up towards my shoulders, and then I'm going to come down, lift and squeeze the glutes, lower towards the floor, lift and squeeze the glutes. Ball is under my upper back and my shoulders, okay? This can also be done where you're resting the upper back and shoulders on, you know, a padded chair or a sofa. All right, you can also just do a glute bridge on the floor. That would be a good substitute. If you want, you can always add dumbbells to the legs, making this harder. All right, I'm kind of supporting my head with my fingertips. You're also welcome to lay back and rest the head down, okay? All right, this just adds a little bit more abs. So we're gonna lower, lift up and squeeze. Lower, lift up and squeeze. Keep it going. Halfway. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. You're going to want to carefully get up off of whatever you're on. We're going to be elevating the feet next. We're going to be doing some push-ups, okay? You also are welcome to do whatever push-up variation you typically do on the toes or on the knees. The ball makes it a little difficult. Even elevating the feet on like a table or a chair will also make it more difficult. So I'm going to come, stomach on the ball, roll out till my feet are on top. Like this. Good, I'm still on screen. Then we'll be pushing down and up, okay? So if the ball is like under my knees or something, this is a little easier, and the further out you come, the harder it gets. All right? See if you can give me 10 of whatever push-up variation you're doing. Keep it going. I'm halfway. When you're done, you can come off of whatever surface you're on and sit back in child's pose. If you're on the floor, wherever you need to do. All right, I'm gonna put the ball away for a second. I'm gonna grab the band, coming down towards the floor. So we are going to do some clamshells. This can be done with or without a band. If you're using the band goes around the feet, up above those knees, okay? We're gonna lay on our side. Knees are bent, legs are stacked. You can elevate yourself here, support it on your hand, or lay all the way down, okay? We're gonna open and close, and those feet, they kind of stay together like they're on a hinge, like a door, okay? All right, here we go. Join me if you haven't already. We got 5 more. 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. And we'll flip it over and do the other side. So lay down or prop yourself up. Knees are bent, legs are stacked. Let's open and close. Keep it going. This is 8, 9, and 10. Perfect. So this next move is going to be a sit-up variation. I'm going to be using the band. I will show you how to do it with the band and then give you some other options. So I'm taking the band around my wrists, laying down, sitting up, and this is the hard part. It's gonna hardly look like my arms are moving. I'm gonna pull out on the band at the top with the arms extended, okay? Such a small movement for me and this particular band. If you have an easier band, you may be able to pull wider, or if you're stronger, that's also something that may happen, all right? If you do not have a band, you're welcome to take a weight with you. Sit up, overhead press, back down, okay? With this move, we are trying to be nice and intentional. The abs are leading it, okay? So we're gonna kind of roll up, activating those abs, sit nice and tall. Sometimes it can help to have something on your toes. You can stick them under the edge of a sofa to keep you weighted down. Or if sit-ups just aren't an option for you yet, instead you can give me crunches right here. Again, really thinking about using those abs, okay? Choose your option. You're having my band or on my hands, all right? So I'm gonna sit up, extend overhead, pull out, back down. Sit up, extend overhead, pull out, and back down. Keep it going. Nice. Keep that chin off the chest. Neck as relaxed as possible. 4 more. 3, 2, 1 more. Roll up, pull out, roll down. Excellent job, everybody. All right, band is gonna go to the side. We're gonna grab that ball. We have 2 moves with the ball, and then we get a little break. So we're gonna do a ham curl with the ball. And I, of course, will give you some modifications if you don't have one. We're gonna be coming out, feet are on top of the ball. 2 ways to do this. Level 1, the butt stays on the ground, and you kind of want to scooch to the edge of that mat. So level 1, we're right here. Heels are pressing into the ball. We're curling it towards our butt and extending it back out. Level 2, we lift up. So now we're kind of in an elevated position, in a bridge position. We're gonna curl in and out. So we're working the hamstrings. So that's right here along the backs of the legs. If you do not have a ball, but you do happen to have gliders, this is one where you can alternate, or you can take both feet out. You can also use a towel if you have a slippery floor. And if you don't have any of those, you're welcome to lift up into a bridge, walk out, walk in, walk in. So step out one foot, step out other foot, walk it back, okay? Whole lot of options for you. All right, so I'm gonna come, my feet on my ball, and I'm gonna lift up into that elevated bridge. I'm gonna curl in, extend out, curl in, and extend out. Very good. Keep it going. Halfway. 3, 2, and 1. And my ball slide. All right, one more exercise. Using the ball, or you could use a sofa or a chair with a mat or a pad on it. We're gonna come and we're gonna do a reverse table. So, my upper back will be on the ball. I'm gonna have a seat. I'm gonna roll myself out, okay? You can also position yourself here like this on a sofa or a chair, okay? I'm gonna be lifting up with my hips. We're gonna do some calf raises here. So we're coming to the toes and back down. These also could be done just standing calf raises, all right? Do what you would like. We're gonna do 10 of these, okay? Lift and lower, heels coming up and then coming down. Halfway. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna alternate one heel and then the other for another set of 10, okay? Good. Halfway, one foot and then the other. 8, 9, 10. All right, get up off that ball very carefully. So that is our little circuit for today. Go ahead, grab a sip of water if you need one. And then we'll go through again. Thank you guys for being here this morning. All right, so you've seen the exercise. Modify as needed, take it up a notch as needed. We're going to start with that alternating reverse lunge with the chop with the ball, okay? I'll face you guys for this set. And again, if you don't have a ball, you can take a dumbbell and instead hold that in between both hands and still chop towards the hip, okay? All right, so I stand here, ball overhead, make sure I have some space to reverse lunge. Here we go. Reverse lunge towards the hip, back up. We'll do the other side. So as you do this, try and think about not swinging the body to accommodate the ball, but making the ball come out to the side to accommodate the body. All right? Keep it going. After this other side, we'll be halfway. That's halfway. Keep it going. The ball's not heavy, but it has this nice wide grip, and your arms will get tired. 2 more sets. One more set. And finish that other side. All right, very good. I'm gonna quickly tie my shoe, which came untied. And we are going to do those leg lifts from our belly position. I'm gonna be on my belly on the ball, fingertips rested on the floor. You also can do belly on a chair or a sofa. With that option, you're probably gonna just bring the hands right here and kind of rest on the hands, okay? Here though, we're gonna balance, all right? All right, so we'll alternate one leg and then the other, nice and controlled and slow, okay? Slow motion leg lifts. Keep it going. One and then the other. Trying to still maintain that balance. Halfway through. Three more. Two. And one. Finish the other side. Excellent. You can come off of that ball now. We're going to be doing our lat pull down with the band. You can use your imagination if you don't have a band. You could also grab a weight and think about pulling, okay? This is more about the pull down than the extension back overhead, all right? So I'm going to anchor with one hand, pull towards the side with the other. Good, keep it going. Down into the side. Halfway. Three more. Two. And one. Switch to the other side. This hand anchors now, and this one pulls down into the side. Down into the side. Think about using those lats. Studies show that just thinking about using the muscles you're supposed to be using will help you do a better job of it. So think about the lats. Two more. And one more. Very good. All right, we're going to do that diagonal step out. So we took it forward last time to the diagonal. We're going to get to the back diagonals. All right. I'm going to add my band around my ankles. You're welcome to do the same, or you're welcome to just come into kind of a partial squat. All right? All right, so we're going to step back together, center together, back together, center together. Keep it going. These steps can be as small or as big as you can make them. Good. I really feel this one. Halfway. Three. Two. One more set. Finish off. Whew. Feel that burn. All right. Hip thrust on the ball. We're elevated on like a sofa or something. Okay? So my upper back is going to be on the ball. I'm going to come up to the table, dip my hips down, lift up, squeeze the glutes. Right here. All right? Nice and high with the hips to start. Lift and squeeze. So lower lift and squeeze. There you go. Lower lift and squeeze at the top. Halfway. Three, two, and one. Good. Come back up. We're going to do our body the other direction. We're going to do our push-ups, okay? So I'm going to do my push-ups with feet elevated on the ball. You also are welcome to elevate on a more stable surface. You're welcome to do push-ups on the floor, okay? Our goal is 10 of them. But of course, do as many as is a good number for you. All right. Roll it on. Feet are elevated. I am off screen. Of course. Let me roll the other way. Okay. Here we go. Let's try and do 10 push-ups if you can, guys. I've got 3 more here. Got one more. When you are done, you're welcome to come off the elevated surface or sit back in child's pose. Whatever. Take a few deep breaths. Clamshells are up next. Okay? So we are going to grab that band if you've got it and come to the mat. Band is going to come around the feet and up above the knees. We're going to lay down, stacking those legs, bending the legs, and either support up on the head, the head is on the hand, or lay down. Okay? Open and close. You know how to do a clamshell. I know we've done them. Halfway. Three, two, and one. Look to the other side. Flip it on over. Roll over two. Those are all options. All right, open and close. Good, keep it going. Halfway. Three, two, and one. Excellent. So sit-ups are next. Sit-ups with the overhead reach or overhead press if you're using a dumbbell. If you're using the band, overhead reach, pull out at the top, okay? All right, remember, you're using the abs, okay? So abs, we curl, we come up like, think about like rolling up on your vertebrae ever so slightly. All right, there we go, up, pull out, roll down one vertebrae at a time, back up, pull out, roll down, good, keep it going. Nice and controlled. Remember, you can put something heavy on those feet if you need something to hold you down, tuck them under the sofa. It's another option. Keep that chin off the chest. 3 more. Think about the muscles you're using. We're using the abs. They're helping us get up. They're helping us get down. 1 more. And roll back down. Excellent. All right, band goes to the side. We are going to do some ham curls. Okay, I'm going to use my ball. You can also do gliders or towel if you have that at home instead. You can also just do a bridge where you walk the feet out and back in. All right, so get yourself positioned when you're ready. Heels on that ball, lift up, heels press in, and we curl towards the glutes and roll back out. Roll in, and out, keep it going. Halfway. Three, two, and one. All right, excellent job. We are going to come up. We're going to do a reverse table. So the upper back is on the ball, and we are going to do calf raises. You could also do standing calf raises with dumbbells if you would prefer that. Okay? But I'm going to have a seat. I'm going to roll out to the upper back, support my head gently, or even lay down. And we're going to raise the heels off the floor and lower. Raise and lower. Keep it going. We're going to go to 20 this time, okay? So we're halfway. Keep it going. Give me 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Roll it on up. Go ahead and get yourself a sip of water. All right. We're going to go through some of those exercises again. Not all of them, but some of them. Okay. So we are going to start this time with, we're on our bellies and we're going to be doing leg lifts. Okay, so on our bellies, on the ball, on our bellies, on a sofa, okay, whatever options you have. So I'm going to come here, rest on the fingertips, okay? We're going to do 10, one leg at a time, okay? We've been alternating, but this time, on this final round, we're going to do one leg and then the other. So staying on this leg. Lift and lower, lift and lower. Good. You also could do this on all fours, okay? Extending one leg out, lifting and lowering. If you find some of the other options uncomfortable. Give me 3, 2, and 1. All right, we'll go to the other side. Lift and lower. Halfway. 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Whew. We're going to stand it up. We're going to do our lat pull down. Okay? Even if you don't have like a mini band, but you do have like a physical therapy band or something, this is one where if you hadn't thought of that option, you could add that in instead. Okay? Or do any of the other options we've talked about. All right? So I'm going to anchor with one hand, pull down into the side. Down into the side, thinking about those lats. Got 2 more on this side. 2 and 1. Good. Switch to the other side, anchor with that hand. Let's pull down into the side. And that elbow is kind of going back ever so slightly. So down into the side and back. Two more. 2 and 1. Perfect. Nice job, guys. All right, we are going to go to push-ups on the ball or push-ups with your feet elevated or push-ups on the floor. Whatever push-up variation you are doing, okay? All right, so I'm gonna roll out, feet on top of the ball. See if I stay on screen this time, you just never know. Okay, all right. See if you can do 10 of whatever option you're doing, guys. Here we go. I've got 2 more. If you're still going, keep at it. Finish those push-ups nice and strong. Whew. All right. Then we're going to come down to the floor, okay? Clamshells, then hamcurls with the ball. So clamshells, either with band, no band. You could even set a weight on the top thigh. If you do have a band, it goes around the legs and above the knees. We're going to come lay on our side. Legs are stacked, knees are bent. We're going to open and close. Keep it going. Open and close. Halfway. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We will flip over or roll over, whatever you need to do the other side. All right? Find that position again. Knees bent, legs stacked. Can be elevated or laying here. Okay? Open and close for 10. Keep it going. 3 more. 2, and 1. Very good. We're going to do that sit-up with the overhead reach and pull out with the band, or with an overhead press using a dumbbell. Okay? Remember, abs are the muscles we're working right now, and a little bit of arms, right? But the abs. Don't let the neck lead this, let the abs lead this. So we're going to roll down, starting down. Knees are bent. All right. Abs contract and reach us up. Pull out at the top and roll down. Keeping that chin off the chest. Keep it going. Roll down. Nice and controlled. Like a slow motion sit-up. When we do it in slow motion, we force the muscles to work more. We use less momentum. Makes us stronger. Over halfway done, guys. I've got 2 more. And 1 more. Roll it back to the starting position. Whew, nice. All right, ham curls are next, or any of the substitute options. Ball comes down by my feet. I'm going to scooch down myself. Okay. Get that ball under my heels and lift up. Okay, so I'm going to curl in and extend out. Curl in and extend out. Halfway. Three, 2, 1. Nice. Whew. All right, and then we will finish with calf raises. So I'm going to do mine where I am laying on the ball. Okay. You are welcome to do yours standing, whatever really floats your boat at this point in time. Okay. So I'm going to have a seat. Roll down the ball until it's on my upper back. All right. And I find my balance here. I'm going to lift and lower, okay? Lift and lower. Just keep doing it. We're just going to be here for a while, okay? Working those calves. Trying to feel that burn. We're going to do 10 more. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we're going to alternate, okay? 1 and then the other. 1 and then the other. Good. And 10. All right, so if you have a ball, I want you to roll it back to kind of the center of your back and then drape yourself over it like you are a wet towel that's been draped over it. And then kind of move the ball around, feeling kind of a nice stretch through the back. All right, if you don't have a ball, you're welcome to come to all fours or do a standing cat-cow, running one way and then the other, okay? But if you have a ball, you're welcome to try this, see if you like it. Take some deep breaths. All right, now we're gonna get up. So you find the best way to get up. You can roll up, you can step off of it. So take your ball or a chair, and we are going to do a standing stretch. I'm gonna turn to the side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my feet hip width apart to start, and I'm going to roll that ball out. So I've got my hands on it, and I have a nice straight back. I've got bent knees here because my ball is low, and I don't quite have the hamstring flexibility. Well, I guess I can make it work, but do what is comfortable, okay? If you have a chair, the chair could be higher, or you could be reaching lower on it, okay? But we are getting a stretch through the backs of the legs, through the back itself, and through these shoulders, okay? Just breathe here. We're going to switch it up ever so slightly. We're going to cross one foot over the other and still return to this position, okay? You can have that bend in the knees if you need it. This is just taking it more through one side than the other. All right, let's cross that other leg over the top. Reposition, find the balance, come back to this position. And let's stand it up, okay? We're gonna take the feet wide and we're gonna do a side lunge. I'm gonna take my ball with me. You absolutely can do this without the ball. So those feet come wide. And I'm going to lunge to the side and I'm gonna reach my opposite hand across, getting a stretch here. This hand on the same side can just come to my hip and rest, okay? If you don't have a ball, you can bring the hand to the floor. So hinging at the hips, nice, strong, straight back. I'm going to come center and do the other side. So we hinge here and reach. Good. And stand it back up. Let's put that ball to the side and come have a seat. Nope. Before we do that, stretch the quad real quick. So I'm going to bring my heel up towards my glute. Find that balance. Hang tight here for a little bit. We'll do the other side in a second and then we'll go to the floor. All right? So release. Grab that other heel, bringing it towards the glute. Try and keep the knee under the hip. Do what you need to find your balance. Hold here, taking a few deep breaths. And release. All right, now come to the floor. We're going to take both legs out, but then we're going to bend one of them. Cross it over. Hug that knee towards your chest. Sit nice and tall. Take this hand behind. And look over the shoulder to deepen that stretch. As well as get a little spinal twist. Come back to center, okay? I'm gonna switch to that other side. Cross that knee over, hug that knee towards the chest, sit tall, arm comes behind and look over that shoulder. And come back to center. We're gonna bring the soles of the feet together in butterfly. Kind of sit tall for a second and then hinge forward. We want minimal rounding of the back here. We can have a little bit, but minimal. We don't just wanna, round forward. I don't know about you guys, but I have worked up quite the appetite and then now I'm quite hungry. All right, we're already seated, so let's lay down on our back. Take one leg to the floor, the other leg is gonna come up. We're gonna grab the back, okay? We're gonna do a little exercise here. We're gonna bend, and then we're gonna straighten up, okay? Bend and straighten, depending on who you are and your flexibility. You may not be able to straighten all the way, okay? That's fine, take it nice and slow, going through that range of motion, feeling that hamstring. One more. All right, bend the knee. Hug it towards the chest. Circle the ankle. Remember, it's towards the chest, but also a tiny bit diagonal towards that armpit. Circle the other way. Hold the ankle still. Take the opposite hand, grab that knee and gently pull it across the body. The other arm's going to lay out to the side. Relax into this, take some deep breaths. Bring this knee back to center. Take this leg down to the ground. All right, so we're going to do the other side. Okay, so take the hands behind the back of the thigh. We're going to straighten and bend. Straighten and bend. Remember, just kind of gently easing into the stretch here. Feeling the lengthening of the hamstring. Like my first one, I thought, oh yikes. But it's getting a little better. Give me one more. All right. Bend that knee. Hug it and pull it towards that armpit. Go ahead and circle the ankle. Circle the other direction. Hold the ankle still. Take the opposite hand. Grab that knee and gently pull it across the body. The other arm is going to lay out to the side. Bring this knee back to center. Keep that knee there and bring that other knee up too. So you have both knees. You can add a little rocking motion side to side. So my knees are pretty wide. I'm kind of feeling this in my hips. And as I rock side to side, I feel different stretches through the hip joint. Come back to center. We're going to do figure four. So release the knees, but cross an ankle over the opposite thigh. Thread the hands through. Grab that bottom leg and gently pull. And this knee, remember, it stays strong. It's pushing away from the chest as best as it can. All right, let's release and switch to that other side. Cross that ankle over, grab that bottom leg, gently pull, and that knee stays strong and pushes away. Let's release. Bring the feet to the floor. Grab the backs of the legs and sit yourself up. We're going to do a little stretch flow here at the end. We've done it before. We bring our hands together. Their palms are pressing together and they're also pressing slightly down. Okay. We're going to inhale our arms up. We're going to exhale, open out wide. Inhale back up. Exhale back to center. Inhale up. Exhale, open wide. Inhale up. Exhale back to center. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, open wide. Inhale back up. And exhale back to center. Nice job, guys. Thanks for being here this morning and doing this little circuit with me.